real days since I was legit. Represent, that's legit. Ask your mom about it. Coldest story ever told. When the storm had hit my home, I was out there on the road, I ain't had nowhere to go. They used to turn their nose at me, and they done, I suppose this the life I chose. Every day, man, it's a show.
Look, hey, y'all. Welcome to another episode with Authentic Ears. We got Jazz here, Cam here. It is Monday. I hope that y'all weekend was good. Mine was pretty good. Had me a couple of Henny margaritas, you know what I'm saying, that I mixed up. It was good too, Jazz. Jazz, I got so much. It's gonna be on for Thanksgiving. As y'all know, Thanksgiving is my favorite. I don't know if it's a holiday or what it is, but I do a lot of cooking, a lot of drinking. We got some games and stuff. But anywho, how was y'all's weekend?
Well, you say you was drinking Henny, right?
Margarita, yeah.
But you know what they say when you get on that yak, right?
What they say, Cam?
When they get on that yak, I'm about to break your back.
Well, I didn't get no back break,
but I just heard that. I just heard that.
I didn't get no back break in, so I guess it wasn't strong enough. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say pressure bust pipes, but it didn't work with me. Jazz, how was your week?
I prepared fruity drinks this weekend. I wasn't drinking anything Henny.
Hello, Miss Lisa Delight. Hi, Terry.
My good friend here, Alicia, she turned 33.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I hung out with her, and then I went out a little bit after.
Look, my blood sister be acting real funny on the weekends. You know, you'll video her. And then it just be you. You know how you videoing somebody and they picture pop up, but you only see yourself because they don't ever answer. Y'all know how that be, right?
You called me this weekend.
I think I did. I think I did. I didn't call you this weekend. Probably because I knew
you and Cam was acting funny toward me this weekend because I didn't get no pictures, no nothing. Cam like, I ain't send it to you, Cam. You didn't send it to me. Y'all was acting funny.
I don't think it was me, Cam. How was your weekend?
Well, it was good, and I wish, and then like I said, I actually was had a little get together at the crib, and the fellas, we actually had a little, we was doing a little karaoke. We were singing our version of Shy, and then what I'll try to do is the next time we have a show, I had a producer put the video up here so y'all can see us at our best. You know what I'm saying?
It's y'all best. So the guys that you were in here and y'all was doing this little karaoke with, you know what I'm saying? I think we got one of them. Is he backstage?
Oh, girl.
He might be backstage. Is he backstage? Hey, y'all, check this out. We got a not old. Y'all seen him before. Let me go ahead on and introduce the newest co-host on Authentic Ears. You know what I'm saying? Not only backed by popular demand, like we've been trying to get this guy for since we started, but successful men, if y'all looking for successful men, they're busy. Their schedules be busy. So sometimes they have to try to fill you in. But hey, check this out. Sterling Conquest, our newest co-host. Y'all welcome him to the screen. Look. That's his birthday fit. Wasn't he fly though, y'all? What's up, Sterling?
Okay, Conquest.
Listen, we we here today. That's
Did
all.
did you sing that hard that you are lost for words? Surely that's not the case.
No, I'm not lost for words today. I'm ready to go in.
Hi, Star.
I'm ready to talk about our topic. You know.
Yeah, you ready to talk about it? But how was your weekend? How was your week? I know you getting real ready. You real close to terminal leave. For those who don't know about that, that's like the best thing ever.
Yeah, so like Cam said, you know, he had a little thing at the house. It was good. We're not gonna talk about other stuff because not that important. But it was good. I had a little kickback. My frat brother, you know, a couple folks over there. Actually, today I got some things done. I got my phase 1 physical for my retirement set up.
Authentic ears. Y'all gotta hear some authentic ears to know about that one.
Yeah, I got my dental stuff done. You know, and then tomorrow my resume goes out for Tesla and Amazon for the Career Skill Bridge program. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Hey, look, that's a great milestone. What you say, Jazz?
I said, okay, black man. We like to see black men win. So.
Gotta get it.
Hey, look, it's most definitely, it should be like winning season for everybody this year, next year. You know, I got so many projects going on in my head, so many projects that I'm actually working on that, look, sometimes it's hard to kind of keep up. So if you know what you want to do and you not focused, get focused, take some time out. I always try to take some time out, you know, for myself to do different things that I'm working on. So I'm like, hey, Terry, I had a really good end of the week. I got a chance to talk to my girl. Y'all, I promise y'all, I'm looking down because y'all, I'm finna tell y'all right now, Siri nosy as hell. Because why is she over here spinning? She's trying to get all up in my business or whatever. She's trying to get all the way up in my business. But hey, today's topic, I don't know if it's kind of like a spinoff from the last time Sterling was here. Hey, Deidre. I don't know what it was. What's up, brother? How you doing?
But I just want to make comment when you talk about on the winning, even if it's not your season of winning, we still should be celebrating others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, and congratulating them on their time of winning, you know, just like you want people to do for you. So just because it may not be your season now, let's congratulate the other people, you know, that's doing their thing and you know, and finally reaping the benefits of it. And it's all about, you know, what God has for you, nobody can take it away. You know what I'm saying? So let's, you know, always, you know, celebrate others when they're doing their thing.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll say most definitely in I just say it, the Black community, sometimes we don't, you know, we hate on each other. We don't celebrate each other goodness or anything like that. But even though they say you ain't supposed to say but after that, we got to do better, business people. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to most definitely always support Black businesses, Black owned businesses. It doesn't matter. I try to support them, but you gotta start coming through. Cause you know, I guess my weekend was all right, but I had got a recommendation to go with this guy for a mobile mechanic. He was supposed to be there on Saturday. He hit me up today, talking, sorry, I had the flu. Now, see, if I would have went to a big company, if they would have closed down, when they started getting sick on Friday, they would have canceled all their appointments. So we got to do better when we actually putting products and stuff out there. If we're trying to streamline some stuff and try to introduce some stuff, we have to do better with communicating. That way we can't go back and say, oh, nobody's supporting us. Because I support people based off how their personality is, the quality of their product. And sometimes when you have new products, it may not be that good. You know what I'm saying? Because you're developing your product, you keying in on that all the time. So, but as it goes, if you have a good personality and you're a business person, I'll come back and visit you. You know what I'm saying?
Just being able to take that constructive criticism and not realizing that people are not trying to, well, you are going to have those out there that's trying to like down people, but you know, if you're out there trying to sell something to the masses, you have to be able to take that constructive criticism and realize, hey, you know, I like this, but if you can consider this, it may be more appealing and stuff like that. That's why people have reviews and things of that nature. So just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when people give you feedback, that's the best time to really just take a look at it to say, hey, what can I do better? Can I take some stuff away? Can I add some stuff? But we're gonna take away here. We're gonna do a poll real quick for everybody on the screen. We done talked about this before, but we don't know what done happened in the last 4-5 weeks. Cam, are you single, dating, in a relationship, confused, upset? What's going on? What's your status?
Just
none of my business.
You know, when it comes to what I have going on personally, not that I got anything to hide or anything like that, but it's just, I don't know. I just keep that kind of stuff to myself. You know what I'm saying? It's G14 classified. If I tell you, I have to kill you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That's why I'm finna start telling them to jump in your DM. Jazz.
I'll never know. I'm single till I'm married. That's how I look at it.
Oh,
shit.
You single till you married.
You tired of what, Sterling?
Huh? Yeah, somebody. I just seen a comment that pissed me off, but I'm good though.
Look, look. I'm just saying. So we was talking about this actually before it popped on. So if you are in a monogamous relationship and you're not married, do that constitute you as single?
No.
Listen.
Look,
no. We ain't talking about military. We're talking about.
Well, hey, when how does society view things? If I go and I say,
you.
Oh, my bad.
Listen.
I don't think you are. I don't think you are. It just depends on. There's a difference. Like if I tell you I'm single, but I'm dating, that means I am talking to kind of like multiple people. I'm figuring things out. But if I get into a committed relationship with one other person, then I'm not going to be out here acting like I'm single. If I'm single,
multiple.
Natasha said my church said, "You're single." Says you are single if you are not married, and she concurs. I know
that part.
Okay, that's what Cam said.
Because the thing about it is, you go like this. Like I go out and, like I said, you know, you out here in a relationship. I've been out here in a relationship for 2 years. Then she'd be like, dude, I don't want you no more. You know what I'm saying? So now I done told everybody, I've been posting all these pictures on social media. I done told everybody I'm in this relationship and and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And now she done gone. Now I got to go to social media, pull all my pictures down, do all this, do all that. If you not married, you still single. Because the thing about it, the woman should go off what you show them and not worry about what other people think.
Okay, hold on.
What she say?
We got to leave a comment up there. Let's talk about it.
People be saying that they single until it's them getting cheated on. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean,
that's what we saying.
Because I think men can be selfish. You know what I'm saying?
No, women can be selfish also. I think it's not just men. Women can be selfish also. So it's not.
You tell me. This is how I think men could be selfish. I was talking to this guy. I'm single. Mm-hmm. So I was talking to this guy and we're talking. So we're not in a relationship. We're just seeing each other hanging out. Mm-hmm. So I'm single, right? But he don't want me talking to nobody else.
But I mean, y'all gotta listen. Y'all got to discuss that from the top, like off the rip. Like I can't stop a woman from talking to somebody else if I'm not being committed. Like I'm not fully committed to them. If I'm not saying, hey, if I'm not saying I'm working towards a marriage with you, I'm working towards spending the rest of my life with you. How can I get mad at you for talking to somebody else?
So you're saying that once you say, hey, I'm working towards this with you.
If me and that person get to the point where we say, okay, this is what we want to take it to the next level, then okay, I fully understand that part.
Okay.
If we just chilling, we just dating, doing whatever, I don't care. Like I'm not worried about that. At the end of the day, I put it like this. Everybody's not for everybody. Mm-hmm. You may be somebody that's not perfect for you, and then that person may be perfect for somebody else. So it's like you just have.
And that's a good point, Sterling, because it ain't like people get caught up with it. diminish you or makes you lower than just because that person don't like you in a certain way. They're just not for you. You know, you just have to realize that. Why can't people I commend you for your honesty and not wasting my time and vice versa. But they're like, okay, I appreciate it. But hey, the person, I heard a woman say a long time ago, and this is one thing a lot of women should take heed to. You should never let a man tell you twice he don't want you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he could tell you that without even verbally saying that. You know what I'm saying? He could tell you that without even verbally saying that. If he ain't trying to spend no time with you and you're studying and his actions.
But the thing about it is, like when people say sometimes people don't sit down with you and have those conversations. That's answering your question.
Yeah.
I don't need to sit down, because at the end of the day, I look at it like this. I've been raised to where I don't care what anybody else think about me, anybody else say about me. You know what I'm saying? If you're not paying my bills, you're not putting food in my refrigerator, it doesn't matter what anybody else think. I don't care about your personal feelings at all. I don't know how you personally feel about Sterling, because at the end of the night, I'm going to bed happy and I'm waking up happy. If God allows me to wake up happy. You know what I'm saying? So how you feel about me personally, I do not care. That's your personal opinion. You the one that's sitting up at night worrying about how you feel about Sterling.
So do y'all think and this is I'm gonna say this is how I look at that. What's understood doesn't have to be explained.
Thank you.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? If your actions is showing me that you're not digging me, you're not feeling me, because I might meet you and we may talk on the phone and Jasmine baking cakes. We may talk on the phone. Look, Jasmine.
It ain't even about baking cakes. Somebody who didn't comment in the comments wanted to send me something on my phone, but I ain't baking no cakes.
Look, but that's what they do. They be hitting up the DM. If you got some anonymous tea that you want to spill and you don't want everybody to know it's coming from you, just hit one of us in the DM. We won't blast your name. We'll actually put it out there. Jasmine, single, not single, dating. Do you think what's understood don't have to be explained? Because if you don't hit me back and I done called you twice, that means you don't really like me like that.
Let me give y'all a little. My bad. Go ahead, Jazz. Sorry.
That's how I feel. Like, it's all about actions for me. I'm not gonna chase you. I'm not, and I honestly feel like if it don't work, it just don't work. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I process stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe God got something better for me. You just weren't it. So I don't go too deep into that. Like, if it
what women need to understand, if the man really wants to be with you, y'all will never. I'm telling you, there won't be no doubt. And I'm gonna give y'all an instance of one time. I was pursuing, this was some years back, I was pursuing this one lady, and we was kicking it and stuff for a little while. And I never forget it. The date was June the 7th. The date was June the 18th. And I said, from this point on, I don't want you talking to nobody else. We together, and I want you to be with me. I said, everything you've done from June the 17th past ain't got nothing to do with me. But as of June the 18th, we together. And I know, and so even though the actions will show, but sometimes I'm telling you, that lets you know a man, if he really wants to be with you, y'all will always know. You will never have to be like, well, he's sending mixed signals. I don't know what, if he's sending mixed signals, he don't want you.
Is that 100% true though?
But what Cam talking about, that's a different type of energy though. That's the different type of energy that you bring. And some people don't bring that full type of energy. Some people just be like, hey, it is what it is. But if Cam is telling you this is what he want, hey, there's no in between, there's no left and no right limits. I'm going straight down a single path. This is what it's going to be. Now that woman can be like, okay, I know what it is. This is what he want. But if you're not bringing that certain type of energy and a person not feeling you like that, then why put so much energy into something that's not there? Like, if you're there, don't do it. Like, don't sit up there and keep going on and on about the same thing when you're not getting, the results back that you want, or not being reciprocated back to you how you wanted to be reciprocated back to you.
So, are you saying, Cam, that if that's how we should look at it. And I'm talking to why us women, we single. Are we single because the man is not verbally telling us that he want to be with us? We reading the signals wrong? Like
I think it's situation dictated, because
Yeah, okay.
every woman, you know, kind of receives something different. But I think you got the things out there where women are continuing, the guys has continually showed you with actions, but you still ain't get it. So because you caught up with what you want.
Yeah.
So how many times do I have to send a signal without saying it to show you that I don't want you? I'm telling you, a pair of lips will say anything, but those actions are fact. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people, you know, a lot of women don't want to listen to that. And that's what I would just say off of. Who cares about what somebody say in convo? But when they show you and they continuously show you a certain thing, that's what you should believe.
So when you gave this girl this scenario and was like, hey, we here, was that just conversation, or had you?
No, we had this was some years back, and we were just going like back, and you know, we was kicking it and stuff, blah blah blah. But at that time I said, I don't want this mother talking to nobody else.
But okay, but how can you say that? So this was a while ago. How can you say that? Was you willing to be committed to her, or did you just not want her talking to nobody?
No, well, like I said, I was willing to be committed to her and wanted to solidify to her, nigga, you ain't talking to nobody else. I'll run this car off the road. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm just being silly. I'm being silly. But
Natasha made a good comment. She
Yeah.
said you gotta be whole. The person that you want isn't there to complete you. You should never try to be with somebody to complete you as a person. You should already be complete. You know, I talk about what Cam really talking about, difference between a need and a want. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a woman to complete me. I want you. It's the difference between a need and a want.
Yeah.
I need you because at the end of the day, I can do for myself. Me wanting you is because I want you to be part of my life overall. I don't need you because at the end of the day, like Cam said, we can go left in the next 48 hours and I'm still gonna be good regardless of with you or not.
Yeah.
So it's a big difference.
So I think, you know, so do that. I feel like that ties back into self-love. And you know, of course, the topic of this show today is like, what's your status? You know, why are you single? I think some people are single because they want to be single. And if you're on that self-love journey, you should stay single until you actually complete, like Natasha said, and like how Sterling just said, you know, you can't go into I hear this mostly from women. I just want somebody to make me happy. Oh no. You need to already be happy when you go into that relationship. That way, if things do not work out, when times get hard, or you cannot fulfill the needs, well, he cannot fulfill the needs that you want, you could still be internally happy with yourself. Jazz, what you think about how that ties?
After Jazz, Uncle Junior made a good comment too after Jazz get done.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen that comment.
Go ahead on and hit on it then.
It says many women will try and change a guy that she know is not good for her into the guy she wants, and that is so true. I'm just gonna put a little bit of my business out there. I'm guilty. A lot of times we project on these men the image that we want them to be, and then when they don't do that, that's where all the turmoil come in. But he never said that he was that guy. He never showed us he was that guy. He never said it. But then we get mad and because we're projecting. That's basically projecting. We put an image of what we want this relationship to be, and it's not even that. And so, you know, and
I think that's a big reason. I think that is a big reason why a lot of women, you know, mess up.
Yeah, I think men do that also for the women as well. They tend to look at the outside and say, okay, I want my woman to look like this, and that, and then get somebody to try to change. You should never try to change somebody that you want to be with. You met that person for who they are. So why try to change them? You can't do that, because at the end of the day, that's like it's like you're in a false relationship right there.
Yeah, I think me and Cam talks about, you know, we be on the phone chatting, and I think that's something that we kind of, you know, talked about, you know, trying to change someone into something that they're not. And my thing is, I'm on this, you know, I be coming up with different stuff depending on which way the wind blow. If you consistently inconsistent, that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so I can't, in my mind, I can't think that, hey, in a couple of weeks, you're going to be better, or when we actually get in this relationship, you're gonna be better. If we're dating and you are showing me who you are, I need to, and I'm not willing to accept those imperfections, those flaws, then I need to most definitely, you know what I'm saying, step back. We laughing. What y'all laughing at?
I'm laughing at Uncle Junior talking about because
Uncle, hey, Garfield, you own one today though, but go ahead.
Now that's for the young girls, the girls who haven't matured. Because ain't no good. I don't care how good it is. If you don't want me, you don't want me. I'm not sticking around because you got some good stuff.
But
that's just me. And maybe
some girls will go crazy. Some girls will go crazy over the good stuff.
And not even girls. Some older women going crazy for the good stuff.
Hold on, but are the older women really going crazy, or are they just showing they love you? Are they really going crazy, or is it just the young girls going crazy? I ain't old, so I don't know what category I fall in.
I don't think.
And then they be lying, talking about it's soul tied. Talking about I'm soul tied to this man. You're not soul tied to this man, baby. Yeah, you're crazy. I don't even want to say crazy. I'm trying to take the vocabulary, but it's something wrong. That's not a soul tie. That man's stuff is not that good for you to be losing your mind like that.
But Natasha just said, and Natasha said he done put it down. He done gave it to you real good, and you go temporarily insane.
There's some people that you come across. There's some people that you come across in your life, and you be like, damn, like I never had like that before. You know what I'm saying? They be all fucked up in the head, but at the same time, it's like it's more than just one man and one woman out here in the world. You can't be stuck on one person. You can't limit yourself to one person because you feel that's the one for you. Yeah, I think what's her name? Fish 23. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Is it?
Yeah, that her real name Chandra, man. She from Florida, Texas. That's my home girl.
She said it right. There's nothing wrong with being
single. That might make you stick around for a little bit.
What's she say?
Hold on.
She talking about that mouth. She talking about that mouth.
I like the other comment. Go back to the other comment.
He talking about that mouth from the previous episode.
Look.
Hey.
Sometimes I ain't gonna even say. I'm gonna be modest.
What they say, throw baby. I want to give it to you. Throw baby.
Sex is overrated.
Whatever.
I mean, but you gotta be mentally fine with the person. Sex is overrated. You can't just,
it is, man. It truly is.
You can't just depend on sex to keep a person. You gotta have that person mentally. And like I said, if you're having sex with somebody, you're not having sex with them. You have sex with their mind, body, and soul. You're trying to please every part of that woman's body. So you keep just trying to please that kitty cat. It don't work like that. You gotta please.
But you know, for some people, that's all they look forward to because they feel like that's all that they could bring to the relationship. Oh, I got this good. I got this sloppy toppy. I got this wet, this wop or whatever. But that's all that they're bringing to the relationship. And then, do y'all think that's when they feelings get hurt because he go out and he find this woman that she cooking, she got her, she ain't just offering up the cookies. You know what I'm saying? Bold and driven, you is out of control today. There's too many ugly people with me, so they not looking on just. So I try not to call people ugly. I try to say they ain't easy on the eye.
I don't think nobody's ugly. I just think that you're not
easy on the eye.
Easy on the eye, like you said.
Easy on the eye.
I don't think people are ugly.
I think easy on the eye.
Man, I'll never forget when I was 13 years old, there was a girl in the neighborhood, man. And you know, this junk scarred me for a few years. And, you know, being the handsome, confident man that I am right now, I could care less than a dang. I can tell y'all this with confidence. But I'll never forget. I was 13 years old. She said, "Ken, you look like a gorilla."
Why she say that?
I don't know. And that like stuck me for years. And then now when I come home from the military and I done built self-confidence, and then I see her with them 5 kids with them monkey brains on her stomach, I was like, you remember when you said I look like a gorilla?
No, you don't be. You didn't say that. Hey, let's go to Natasha. Let's go back to Natasha comment that she just had up there. People become more attractive as you get to know them. I ain't gonna laugh. I be trying not to laugh, but that's so true because people could grow on you. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that I'm looking for, you know what I'm saying? If you start doing all those things, if I'm not physically attracted to you, then you can grow on me for me to start, I guess, liking you more or whatever the case that it is. I don't go off looks. I go off vibes. I'm tired of this vibe stuff.
So I do. So is people single because they have a certain type?
Whatever, DJ.
A lot of people talk about types. Do you have a type, Kenya and Jazz? Y'all have a type of man that y'all look for, or because sometimes that stops a person from being in a relationship if you have a certain type.
So I was told by my homeboy that I was shallow because I had a certain type and I wouldn't deviate outside that type.
Can you tell us what that type is again?
Type.
What's your type?
Look, I'm not gonna say. But if you know me, I kind of, when I say the type, I guess the physical, attraction, not their mentality or anything like that, but the physical attraction. So if I'm physically attracted to you and you're this type, then I'll give you not 6 feet tall. See, I am one of 6-pack, because I stay in the gym. Go on, read me my rights today. I'm gonna skip over that one, 6 inches. I skip over that one. I ain't gonna even judge nobody. 6
Uncle Junior is on the road tonight, though.
He on the road today.
You don't have to have 6 figures, but I do have I've been told I had a type, and I tried to deviate from that, and it didn't work. I will tell you this: I don't really like light-skinned guys.
So what's light-skinned to you?
But I assume that light-skinned guys don't like me because I've only been approached by a light-skinned guy probably 3 or 4 times that I can recall.
So Ken, you telling me you like it in the chocolate factory?
Yeah, you gotta be a little dark.
But what's light-skinned?
Jazz, you like it in the chocolate factory?
Willy Wonka.
You like them dark. You like them dark, but you can't see them at night.
Look, I need to be able to see you. I need to be able to see you. So I do like dark skinned. I like dark skinned men. That's just that.
So apparently, me and Cam is too light skinned then. Because I was told.
Oh God, you can't. But Con, you like a lot lighter than me, man. I'm like, I'm shocked.
I don't think I'm light skinned.
So I don't
think you're light skinned either. I don't think you're light skinned either, Sterling. And I'm not trying to flirt with you, Sterling, because I don't want somebody to come and try to scoop me. You know what I'm saying? But I got them hands for them. But anyway, I don't think you like. I don't think you're light skinned. I think you're like more brown or something.
Yeah, I consider myself to be like a Starbucks brand.
Like you
like a
mocha. Hold on,
mocha.
but why you asking me? And I'll go back and I'll finish mine. What type of women do you like?
Shit. Confident.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna
say.
say.
Blair Underwood, he could get it.
And that's all I'm gonna say. Confidence top it all. You can be.
I hear people saying this, but is that really true, y'all?
No, I'm telling you, it is true. Because you can take this one chick, you can take this one chick, and just I don't like I said, we don't like to call nobody ugly, but sometimes, man, they can look like a mud duck in the face. You know what I'm saying? But that mud rocking her outfit, she holding her head high, she walking like I'm the queen, or I don't care who the queen is up in here. And you will be like, man, she ain't all that cute in the face, but she doing it. She's sexy. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that confidence takes you a long way.
I'm real shallow then, I guess, because I be trying to overlook it, but
I guarantee you, when you and Jazz walk inside of an establishment, right? When y'all walk inside that establishment, y'all saying y'all the shit. Y'all don't care what anybody else think.
Look, and then if somebody looking at me funny, I'll go in the bathroom and look at myself and then blow myself a kiss and walk out and say, I'm still the shit. So,
I had a girl tell me one time, she said, you conceited. I said, I'm not conceited, I'm convinced. And walked off.
But I think that so you just like confident. So she could be not easy on the eye and you still, I'm finna write down some stuff. Because I'm about to build you
I don't
page.
So I guess like when I was younger, I had a certain type. You know, being from Philly, I had a certain type. You know what I'm saying? You had to dress a certain way and stuff like that. You had to be like,
Yeah.
you know, you're chill, and also you had to be like one of the ones that was not how to dress all the time. Just one of the typical females from Philly. Going throughout my life is like you can't look at materialistic type of things when it comes to a woman. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why I'm single.
Those ones with materialistic things, like they be the worst ones. They be
Well, I don't think it's material. I don't think it's material.
really.
I ain't dating no dusty dude.
I'm not saying dusty, but what I'm
What define what's dusty?
saying dusty, but at the same time, it's like
Hands hanging off your butt.
Pants
You
hanging
got
out
on
your butt.
like you been trapping all day.
You need a cap full of bleach in your bath water.
no, but what I'm saying is that I shouldn't have to, you know, I'm not gonna look at a woman because she
Smell like weed.
carrying a Gucci bag or she got red bottoms on. I'm not gonna stick to or try to search for a woman like that because at the end of the day, it's like I know that's a bill right there. Trying to find a woman like that.
Okay,
That's a
but
bill.
I just think maybe see that's why I'm single. I'm glad we talking about this, and I'm glad y'all here to provide this therapeutic session for me because I ain't talking to nobody dusty because I don't have time to upgrade you. Now, if you don't know how to dress, you know how people got nice clothes and they just don't know how to put it together. I can help you with that. I can help you.
Hey, Natasha, can you put Natasha up? Tasha talking about that working. Yes, that work ethic can be very sexy. Very. Because you know why? That means I ain't got to pay all them bills.
Well, but I think that's a catch-22 because if y'all was on the last, was that last week when Sterling was on here and I was on my worst behavior?
Yeah.
People get intimidated by my work ethic because they automatically assume I'm aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They automatically assume that I'm aggressive because of how I am at work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm totally different outside of work than I am at work. So do y'all think that that's a catch-22 for women that are highly successful? They have drive, they have great work ethics, they take care of their kids. Do y'all think that's a catch-22 for those women, some women? What do y'all think?
I think some don't know how to like turn it up. So I ain't gonna say all of them because I never like to use the word all, but you get a lot of them. They don't know how to turn it off. In a certain situation, meaning like, okay, I understand you this out there in the workforce, but when we come home, you know, I need us to go by the home structure where I'm the head, and you know, and you those a lot of those women sometimes, I ain't gonna say all of them, but they're not so inclined to relinquishing certain things or still want to have that positive control. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't go like I said, all of them, but I just say I still think it's about when the women are like that, they still understand that it needs to be about balance, but not just against the woman. The man needs to still understand too. If he going out there and he the top dog, that you know he still has this role as a man when we come in the house. And I think it's about balance. Like even though you're up here and I may be down here, that you're not making me feel inferior and vice versa.
What you think, Sterling?
I agree. And I have experienced this also. I had, you know, a couple women, and you know, they made more money than me, and they wouldn't even allow anything to go past the conversation because I'm just a man in the military making a certain amount of money, but they making six figures. You know what I'm saying? So I think that sometimes women have to understand that yes, you may make more than me, but at the same time, you may be that match for me. So you can't always go off of your occupation or because I make six figures. And I mean, and just from experience, like I said, my mom has done that to my stepdad before. You know, she made more money than him and she'll try to put him on the spot in front of the family. Like you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I had to wheel my mom in a couple times. Like, yo, you don't do that. You know, that's not my real dad. You don't put that man on the spot. At the end of the day, that man is still here with you 24/7.
Yeah.
That respect from us, you know, that respect from us, we still want to feel like, even if we making way less, when we out there in public, we want to feel like we're not that it's just like that the woman is beneath us, but we want to still feel like that we're the man. And we don't want to be emasculated in any type of way just because you making six figures.
So let me ask y'all this, Jazz. Do you think, and I'm gonna speak on a woman's standpoint, do you think some women are still single because they're mentally unstable? in their thinking, in their thought process. They get mixed signals. They think that the man is wanting them, even though he's telling them that he does not, and he's showing them. What do you think about the woman's mental stability as far as a relationship?
I think it is. It plays a part with the mental side. A lot of women, and I'm guilty of this too, we carry a lot of baggage and hurt from one situation to the next, and then we tend to kind of dump instead of just getting rid of that before we put ourselves back out there to date, to be out there and try to actually meet someone. I wouldn't say all women, but it is some cases where some women they're not fixing themselves or working on themselves, because if you go through life, this is just my theory. If you're going through life, the journey doesn't end. So you can say, "Oh, I'm on my self-love journey," but what are you figuring out? What still triggers you? If a man say, "Hey, I don't want you to do that," "Oh, you can't control me. Why are you jumping up? Like, calm down." It's like it needs to be a balance. Yeah, like calm down, get yourself together, sis. He just telling you this because he actually do care and he want to show you something. So yeah, I definitely think it's kind of like mental with some women. Like I said, some women carry a lot of baggage, but they don't drop it off. They just take it to the next situation. They just collecting baggage.
Yeah.
But you know what? Men do that too. So, I got to attest to it. Men do that too. So I can't even put that on just the females. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm only speaking from a woman perspective, and then like how Uncle Junior said, women should be healed before. Healing is a process. Sometimes you meet people in your healing process that's going to help you and teach you. So you might not always be completely healed, but you might meet someone on that way, on your journey, that doesn't have a problem with stepping in and showing you or teaching you, and there's still a journey. We always say that women need to be healed, and y'all don't be mad at me, but we never really say that about men.
Yeah.
Men,
well, if you say a man needs to, if you say a man needs to be healed, their feelings are automatically hurt, like off top. They assume that you're saying something bad to them. I had a situation where somebody needs to be healed. I still feel like you need to be healed. Just bottom line, that's just how it is. And when it's coming from a woman and I am telling you you need to be healed, that means I see some areas in your life that you ain't totally over. You don't put a band-aid on them, but your aggression and how you project your comments towards women, how you treat women, how you're portraying to be this one thing, it's actually coming out. And if I feel like, and this is just my opinion, when a woman says to a man, you need some healing, why do men take that as a bad thing? Because Sterling got his hand.
Go ahead, Sterling.
So, this is Authentic Ears, and everybody been straightforward this whole time, since this started. I'm just going to go back on what I've been through, because I was told before I had to get healed. And it took me a while to understand. So just to go back by a little bit about my past, my mom was on drugs from the time I was in 4th grade over to 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? And growing up in the city, seeing your mother coming out of the drug house and choosing a bottle over your child, it's a traumatic thing that goes in your head. So for years, I had this thing when I approach women, I'm not going to give you 100% because I know anytime you can leave me because of what my mom did growing up. You know what I'm saying? So until I understood, or until I didn't blame my mom for certain things, because I always blame my mom for that shit. Until I came out and said, okay, what was my mom going through to where she chose that bottle? It wasn't that she didn't love me. It was something that she was going through. So for a while, I took that traumatic experience and held it against a lot of women. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to give you 100%. I know any day you can leave me. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. A lot of men got to be able to heal, but it takes a certain time for that man to heal. And at the same time, a lot of men do not express their emotions. That's straightforward. We do not express our emotions.
Because you're too scared to get them used against you. You know what I'm saying? It's so, y'all don't realize how much of a challenge it is for us to be vulnerable. It is. We feel like it's an ultimate risk that we're taking. To sit there. You know how hard it would be for me to come home and I'm had a bad day to want to cry on my woman's shoulder. And then as soon as she get mad at me, wondering if she gonna say this weak ASSNIGA. You know?
But that's the type of woman that you don't think that's the type of woman that that you're choosing. But I want to backtrack because I want to most definitely people that know me, you know, I've only been on this platform for a little bit of time. But I'm very big and I'm very empathetic with you, Sterling. We're most definitely gonna we always got some ideas spinning about shows. You know, always got some ideas because we always gonna bring our real self. And everything. Mental ill addiction is really bad, and especially if you were born in the 80s, especially the early 80s, someone in your family could have fell victim to mental illness, to addiction. Addiction is a part of mental illness, you know, and as we go into relationships, if you have been, and I'm speaking from experience, if you have been or grew up around anybody that has addiction, it takes a toll on you because when you go into these new relationships, and whether they're friendships or whatever, you always look back to it's something in you that is closed off because you didn't get the love that you think that you should have gotten. You don't get anything that you think you should have gotten. So mental illness and addiction goes hand in hand, and we're most definitely gonna be touching on that. And the drug addiction, the epidemic of it hurt a lot of men and women. And I commend Sterling for even saying it because you will hear women talk about how they went through stuff with their mothers on addiction and how it shaped them into who they are. And then if you don't get around other positive women, you're still like that. But we very seldomly hear men say it, and I'm gonna agree with you, Cam, because women could get flipped at the mouth. Oh, you weak ass this, you that. Oh, and don't let her get mad. You just over here crying to me about this and that. And we have to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, control ourselves and control our emotions and not tear the Black man down. I try not to cuss out Black men when I'm out at bars unless you're really disrespectful. You know, I try really hard. So if a man approached me and I'm not interested, I would have a conversation with him. I'm not going to automatically turn my nose up. So I think that we will, and sometimes we do, and I'm not saying that all women, we demasculate the man when times do get hard.
Because I'm telling you, once that one time that man does open to you and you throw it up, he's likely never to do it again. And that's one thing that's hard to do, even going into like you're saying, be healed before you go into the next relationship. But that's going to be a challenge for that man to be like, how I know this woman ain't going to do it too. You see what I'm saying?
But you bring up a good point. So I see it's a double standard because a woman is supposed to get rid of all this, but now you're actually saying that men actually go through this. You very seldomly hear it, but It's always a woman. Oh, you going into this relationship with this and that. But men, are you saying that some men? We're not talking about all men, so y'all don't get upset. Are you saying that some men go into relationships with a little reserve as well?
Yeah, I think some men, because I was one of them. You know, so so I'm not going to speak about any other man but myself. And I've had relationships before, and I'm big on accountability. And, you know, I had I was in two really lengthy relationships. One of them, it was toxic the entire freaking time. I don't even know why I was there, you know, but then I had one where what I thought I wanted when I had it, I ain't appreciate it. And then the stuff didn't hit me and till I was gone. So I just think you just have to learn that, man, when sometimes we just have to stop, because we get also caught up in our own way, to stop and just realize and look at ourselves in the mirror. Like the Bible tells us that we must examine ourselves daily. And I'm a firm believer of that. In that process, you look at, because you can't control that other party, because if it gets to the point where they just not treat you well, you could just leave. But you always want to start with that person in the mirror, because it's easy to say what you are doing and what you are doing. But my problem is I was just, man, it just wasn't good. And I didn't realize a lot of things that I was doing until I was sitting back up in the house solo by myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't know, it's just communication is key. I think having a high level of humility, that humility is going to allow you to be quiet and listen to what that other person is saying. Let them, don't interrupt, and also being able to take that constructive criticism and not look at it as an attack, i.e. women, as long as you, depending on your delivery. You know what I'm saying? But
so do you think our delivery be y'all think y'all can't handle our delivery, or you be all messed up? What you think, Sterling?
I think sometimes, a woman is so used to always being in aggressive mode or always being in mode. They don't have no other way to express themselves but actually being loud. So I have experienced that where, got to a certain situation with a woman, and every time we discussed it was always very aggressive or always had a high pitch or a high tone, coming out. And I'm not the type of person, I'm not gonna sit there and argue with you. And because I'll sit up there and leave the house and come back. We can talk about it later. And I'm pretty sure that's a bad habit that I have, but I'm not going to sit there and argue with you. I'd rather for things to calm down, but some people can't deal with certain situations like that. Some people want to talk about it right then and there. You really don't get nothing out of it. Like Cam said, a lot of people can't take constructive criticism because they always think it's an attack mode. You're always attacking them, or you saying that, you weaker or you less than who you are. So that's how I feel about it.
Jamie, you laugh. What's up? What's up, Jam?
I need my space. I don't want to argue. Give me my space, but I don't know. I was married to someone who he could not. I hope he ain't watching. I still love you, but he could not take anything that I was telling him. Every time it would just turn into an argument. I don't know. And then how he's saying like women attack, men when we open up and when they open up and they're vulnerable. Men do that as well, because I done had men tell me no one will want you after they left me. Like after we separated, no one will want you, like bringing up stuff from our past and like from my past, like childhood stuff, and just saying those type of things. So I don't know. I think that we just got to learn how to work together. Learn your partner as well. As you're learning yourself, also be open to learning your partner, learning the person that you're with. Everybody can't talk it out right then and there. Everybody can't, some people need their space. So if you know that, hey, we both are tense, let's take 5 minutes and we'll come back and revisit it. It's just like ego just gets in the way on both parties. So that's how I feel about it. But men definitely do that. Women aren't the only one that get fly at the mouth. It's some men out here that will try to put you in your place or try to talk down on you and say hurtful things, just from their ego, their hurt. So I don't know. I just relationships are work.
And look, they're crazy, because I think I'm a number one offender, you guys. Blame it. I am like, what? Let's just talk about it now. I don't want to talk about this stuff tomorrow. Let's just go on and get it out the way, and let's just talk about it now. So I think that that's one of my biggest flaws. I will admit this today. That's one of my biggest flaws, because I don't like to leave. I just don't like to leave stuff open and out there like that, because I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. But I guess y'all men are saying that that's a bad look. That's a bad thing. So I'm gonna try to get my life together. So
I hear you, Christopher, and I feel the same way, man. It's all about growth, Christopher. So don't feel bad.
Because Uncle said, "Can we admit that we just pick bad partners?"
Oh,
and I can say that. I have picked a bad partner.
Yes.
But I think
we all have, Jan.
More cautious who I entertain, who I talk to, even in the dating period. Like if I'm just like, okay, no, I'm not going to deal with that. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you might not know that person is bad until y'all are put in like a bad situation. That's when all the stuff start coming out.
With the different seasons and stuff like that of their life. I think a lot of times I don't really talk about my last relationship that I had, because it was some shenanigans, Cam. It was some bullshit. All his representative was present. However, I will say that self-inflicted wound. I'm just gonna put it like that, self-inflicted wound, because I seen it and I didn't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? So now that all this, the floodgates are open, now I want to get all mad and talk about him, which I have valid points to talk about him. You know what I'm saying? Real valid points. However, I picked the wrong partner. You know what I'm saying? I picked the wrong partner. Even though her say picked me, I should have been like, oh, hell no. What's your motive behind this? You know what I'm saying, Mr. Representative? So I think we do pick the wrong partners. I've been guilty of it. But I also think we grow. When your season is up, your season is up. So sometimes I don't necessarily think it's the wrong partner. I think that we choose people or we get with people to get us through something at that time, reason, seasons, and lifetimes or whatever. Jasmine laughing, Cam, Sterling laughing. What are y'all laughing at?
It's 23.
Where are the real men at? Location dropping. Look, we need to know.
We need to
know. Because why am I saying? I don't
know. No BS. You know, it's two good brothers right here. That's on the screen. I'm not saying that. You know, I think we two good brothers right here. I mean, there's good men out there all over. You just gotta find them.
But where they at, Cam?
Home Depot.
They all over.
But you don't want the dude from Home Depot because he does.
Cam, that's something that you think. You think that the woman don't want the man from Home Depot.
You know why?
They can't.
And I'm gonna talk to you, Kenya, because he dusty, literally.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. So I had perfected my craft.
Oh, hey, check that. Look what Christopher just said though.
Check your friend zone.
Check your friend zone.
Sometimes you gotta go in the friend zone. But
Jazz got something to say.
But
I don't.
In real life, you can tell a dusty dude from a working dusty dude, if that makes sense. I could tell that if you got on your work boots, you just came from work, and I expect for you to be dusty. That means you a strong brother.
What did you say?
At home, people just don't be shopping for tools.
Don't they be shopping for women? And they be in there trying to help me pick out some light bulbs and shit. Natasha like
I'm a damsel in distress. Show me where the light bulbs at. I know everything yet, but I'm gonna act like, help me.
Help me help myself. Hey, y'all. We almost coming to an end. I don't even really know what the hell we talked about today. I think we were just up here talking.
Why are we single? Nobody answered that question.
Nobody answered.
But I think I got some advice.
It's a choice. It's a choice.
It's a choice, Sterling. Nobody answered it, and I think y'all drop in the comments. Subscribe to Bold and Driven EP. Help us out, because I don't even know. I think y'all done told me why I'm single. I'm gonna get my life together. 3-way call after this. I need Cam and Sterling on the line. I'm gonna create me a book, you know what I'm saying, a blueprint of what I'm looking for. But since we don't know, I don't know, Cam, we got some cap. You got some cap.
Hey, before we go to no cap, today's no cap, man. I got a little bit of information, but I don't need just the women to listen to this. I also need the men to listen to this. So, director, without further ado, let's go.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
Choose a woman that wants you. Not for the things that you can provide for her, not because of the trips that you can give to her, because these things, they fade away. It's about it's about you. And that is the thing that I want men to know. She wants you. What men have a problem with understanding and accepting is that men are being conditioned to believe that it is the money. I'm not saying that men don't need to provide. Yes, provision is amazing. Provision is amazing. But I promise you, when a woman loves you and she is with you and she feels that connection to you, it's you that she craves. But what really ignites a man is the agreeableness and the friendship. And agreeableness is not about being a yes woman. It is about a woman who's going to say yes to the larger vision. So that yes might look like a no sometimes, because you might say, oh, I got the money, I got the bag, I'm about to buy this. She might be like, no, that's not the vision. But yes, put the money here. That's the kind of woman that a man wants.
Hey, so what I was saying, man, so when we go in there, I think that goes for not just for the man, but also for the woman too. When you get the person that really wants you and have your best interest, two parties that are willing to put their best interest, their individual best interest on the back burner for the collective, to achieve the collective goal, it just won't get no better than that, man. I just agree with what she said, man, and that's no cap for sure.
Man, that's no cap.
What's up, Sterling?
Before we get off of here, I just want to say, Kenya, Cam, Jazz, thank you for adding me as a co-host.
You're welcome.
About this journey, y'all will see me more on here more often. But yeah, we can rate in 2022 on a bang and start 2023.
Oh, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be relevant. Hey, y'all, check us out. Bold and Driven EP. Shout out to the whole team, Natasha, Mr. TMI. If you haven't checked out my boy TMI, like I don't even be knowing how he do it, because I call him. I be on the phone with him 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Great producer. Have a great mind of creating. Just really creating things. So check him out tomorrow, y'all, on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Central. You can only do that by subscribing here, Bold and Driven. Hey, it's us. We're back. Hey, but look, y'all, next week, we got something for y'all. We're going to be coming to y'all from a pre-recorded line. We got something for y'all. So next week, I want y'all to look at it. I want y'all to comment, because it's going to be lit the week after that. I'm telling you, pay attention to what's going on. We got a hard ass no cap with Cam. We got Sterling. We got some guests that's gonna pop in and out and let us know. But next week, tune in. We will not be live. It will be. We got something for y'all. Y'all got to see it. It may be a commercial. It may be a movie. We might have made it to Tubi. I don't know. But as always, it's Authentic Ears. Thank you for listening to us. Subscribe to Bold and Driven. Like, share, and comment. Holla at your girl.
Peace.
Bye.
Real raw, relevant, that's just it, yeah. I've been about that days since I was legit. Real raw, relevant, that's just it, yeah. I've been about that days since I was legit. Real raw, relevant, that's just it, yeah. I've been about that days since I was legit. Real raw, relevant, that's just it, yeah. I've been about that days since I was legit. Represent, that's legit. Ask your mama about it. Coldest story ever told. When the storm had hit my home, I was out there on the road, I ain't had nowhere to go. They used to turn their nose, and man, they didn't, I suppose.